Okay, so hi and welcome to the another lesson of the Arabic learning. And this time we are here with another scenario to help you guys speak Arabic fluently. So today we'll do the scenario of at the supermarket, right? So we have here with us two people that will be role playing for you guys. One is the customer named Fatima, and the other is the clerk named Ahmad. So let's begin the conversation. So Fatma comes into the market and she says, Assalamu alaikum. It is a standard practice to start the conversation with Assalamu alaikum, the Arab word. So it means peace be upon. Assalamu alaikum phrase means peace be upon. Then Ahmad will first reply to this phrase Assalamu alaikum by saying Wa alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Wa alaikum assalam means peace be upon you too. Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi means peace be upon you too. And then Ahmad says, Ahlan, Ahlan wa sahlan biki. Now we have done this phrase, Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan means welcome, and biki means to you. Since Fatima is a female, is a girl, that is why Ahmad is using biki. Otherwise, he would have used bika. Pika is used for a male, referring to a male, and Piki is used for female, right? So, well, Ahlan wa Sahlan Biki means welcome to you, right? And Ahlan wa Sahlan Bika again means welcome to you, but to a male, right? So, Biki, as you can see here, means to you, feminine, right? And Pika means again to you, but for a male. Okay, then Fatima says, Turidu, Turidu, Arabat, Sab. Uridu, we have done this word Uridu. It's a very important word in conversation. Uridu means I want. Uridu means I want. And this whole phrase, Arabat tasabbuq. Uridu Arabat tasabbuq. Arabata tasabbuq. Uridu Arabata tasabbuq means shopping cart. Now, please learn this word. Tasabbuq. 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 This word means shopping. And Arabat means cart. So when we say Arabata tasabbuq, it means shopping cart. So Fatima is saying, Uridu Arabata tasabbuq, right? I want a shopping cart. And then Fatima adds another word in the sentence, law. It's not law, it's law. Law samahta. Law samahta. Law samahta. Now, law samahta is a polite way of saying please. Learn this word, law samahta. Law samahta is a polite way of saying please when you are asking for action from something, from someone, right? So, لو سمحت is a polite way of saying please, right? So, here is are the meaning. Urido means I want. Araba, Araba means card. Tasawwuk means shopping. And if you want to say polite way to say please, you will say لو سمحت. لو سمحت literally means if you please, right? So, moving forward, Fatma asks for a card. Then the clerk Ahmad says, Al-Arabatu bijanib al-bab. Al-Arabatu, Al-Arabatu is the Arabatu is the plural of card. So Al-Arabatu means the cards. Bijanib, Bijanib means besides. Al-Bab, the door. So Ahmad says, Al-Arabatu bijanib al-Bab. The cards are beside the door, right? So you can see Arabat is the plural of cards. Learn this word. Araba means card, Arabat means cards. And again, this word bijanib, beside. And Bab means the door, right? Then Fatima, tafakkur. This word is called tafakkur. Now they are referring to Fatma that she is thinking to herself. Fatma is saying to herself or thinking to herself. Tafakkur. Tafakkur means thinking of thinking to you, right? Like uh, thinking in yourself, right? So Fatma is doing tafakkur. So she says, في قائمة التسبق في قائمة التسبق في قائمة التسبق, meaning قائمة means list. Poema means list, and tasabbuk, we have done this word the previous dialogue, shopping. So poema tasabbuk means shopping list. So fi poema tasabbuk. Okay, so fi literally means in, but here fi is referring to on, right? Obviously, because we will not say in the shopping list. Grammatically, in the English language, in this sentence, fi will be referring to on the shopping list. But in Arabic, we would say fi. Fi poema tasabbuk, uh, meaning on the shopping list. Okay, and then she lists down the shopping list, starting with khubz. Khubz means bread, halib means milk, bayd means eggs, and jubn means eggs, cheese. Right? So learn these words. They are very crucial for buying when you go to a grocery store or a shopping uh, mart. Right? So khubz means bread, halib means milk, bayd means eggs, and jubn means cheese. Here's the English transliteration. Khubz means bread, halib means milk, bayd means eggs, and jubn means cheese. So she is saying, في قائمة التسوق, on the shopping list, khubz, halib, bayd, ba, jubn. Ba means egg, right? So she is recalling the shopping list. Fatima. And then Fatima asked the clerk, كم سعر كم سعر هذا الجبن كم سعر. Now this is a very standard way of asking for something's price, right? So kam means how much and سعر means price. هذا, we have done this, and jubn we have now learned means jubn, the cheese, right? So she's asking the price for cheese by saying كم سعر هذا الجبن. كم سعر كم سعر سعر هذا الجبن. How much is this cheese? So the clerk Ahmad replies سعره. Now, if you have watched my playlist of this Arabic course from the beginning, you would know what the purpose of who achieves in this word. So سعر, let me recall it for you. سعر means price, and when we add the suffix who with it, it means its price. Its. So سعره means its price. So the shopkeeper says سعره ثلاثة دراهم. ثلاثة means three, and دراهم is referring to dirhams. Since in uh, Dubai and UAE we deal with dirhams, right? So that is the setting is of there, right? So that is why we use dirham. So darahim. So the shopkeeper Ahmad says سعره ثلاثة دراهم لكل نصف كيلوغرام. So its price is conveyed by سعره, and 3 dirhams is in Arabic is called like ثلاثة دراهم, and لكل means for each, and nisf means half, and kilogram means is called pronounced kilogram. Kilogram in Arabic. Kilogram is pronounced as kilogram. Kilogram. Right? So likulli means for each. This means half. Salasatu darahim means 3 dirhams. Likulli means for each. Now, please learn this word kulli. Li plus kulli. Kulli means each. Li means here means for. So that is why likulli becomes for each. So the shopkeeper Ahmad says سعره 3 دراهم لكل نصف كيلوغرام. Meaning, its price is 3 dirhams per half kilogram. Meaning, for each half kilogram. Right? So Fatima says, Uridu nisfa kilogram. Uridu nisfa. Nisfa again means half. Nisf. The word nisf refers to half. The word nisf refers to half. So Fatima says, Uridu nisfu kilogram. I want half a kilogram. And then she adds the word, لو سمحت, please. Then Ahmad says, Tafaddali. Tafaddali means, here you go. Right? Tafaddali. We have done this word tafaddali, but we did a variant of this word. We studied the word tafaddal. Now, tafaddal again means, here you go, but it is for referring to a male. And tafaddali is for female. That's the only difference. Tafaddali means, here you go. Then he says, Hal turidina shayyan akhar? Hal turidina shayyan akhar? Hal is for asking a question. Would you like, or turidina means would you want? Turidina is a variation of the word uridu, uridu, and turid, turidina is a basically a second person feminine word for variant for this word uridu. So that is why we use the word turidina for a second person. Since Fasma is second person and a feminine, that is why we use the word turidina. So the clerk Ahmad asks, Hal turidina shay'an akhar? Now this phrase shay'an akhar, we have done this. Shay'an akhar means anything else. Shay'an means anything or thing. Akhar means else. Shay'an means thing or anything. Akhar means else. So Ahmad asks, تفضل. هل تريدين شيئا آخر? Do you like anything else or do you want anything else? Right? So hal means do you. Hal is used for asking questions, right? Turidina, you want for feminine, like second person, feminine. And something or shayan means anything or thing. Akhar means else. So Fatima replies, La, haza kullu shay. Meaning, kullu means all, right? So haza means this, kullu shay means everything. Kullu shay means everything. Shay means thing, kull means every. So again, learn this phrase, kullu shay. Kullu shay is a phrase meaning everything. And the bill is referred to as al-hisab in Arabic. So Fatma says, La, haza kullu shay. That's everything, or that's all. Kam al-hisab. Kam means how much. Al-hisab means the bill or the total. Right? Al-hisab meaning the bill or the total. Come we have done means how much. Come al-hisab. Hamad says al-majmu'. Al-majmu' 15 dirham. Al-majmu' is referring to the total. So al-hisab means the bill or total, and al-majmu' is specifically used for the total. Al-majmu' means the total. 15. 15. Now, if you have watched my video of numbers in Arabic, you would know what khamsata ashara means. Khamsa, khamsa, khamsata or khamsa means 5 and ashara means 10. So 10 plus 5 means 15. So al-majma'u khamsata ashara dirham. So dirhaman again is used for dirhams. So the shopkeeper Ahmad says the total is 15 dirhams. And Fatima says, هل أستطيع هل أستطيع الدفع بالبطاقة؟ هل أستطيع الدفع بالبطاقة? Meaning, هل means can, again used for asking questions. أستطيع means can I? أستطيع means can I? أستطيع means can I? الدفع الدفع means payment. الدفع الدفع meaning payment. بالبطاقة بالبطاقة. Now, Bitaqa, bitaqa means card, and when we add the prefix bil with it, it means with card or by card. B means the prefix B means with or by. So Fatma is saying هل أستطيع الدفع بالبطاقة, meaning can I pay with card or can I pay by card? The shopkeeper, the clerk Ahmed says, نعم, yes, يمكنك ذلك. نعم, يمكنك means you can. And ذلك, we have done this means that. Right? So يمكنك means you can. And if it were a male, then it would have been يمكنك. In this case, it is yumkinuki, but if it would have been a male, we would have used the word yumkinuka. So naam yumkinuka zan, meaning you can do that. Zalik is like conveying the message of that you can do this. So the meaning of the sentence would become yes, you can do that. Yes, you can. Simple. Naam yumkinuka zan. Fatma says shukran jazilan. Again, we have done this phrase, shukran jazilan, meaning thank you very much. Then Ahmad says, afwan, you are welcome. Now, afwan is used for welcome. Idal liqa, see you again. Now, learn this phrase, idal liqa. Idal liqa is used when you are parting from a conversation, right? When you are going after doing a conversation with someone. So you say, ma'as salama idal liqa. Now, learn this word, ma'as salama as well. Ma'as salama. Ma'as salama means goodbye. And then we say either liquor, either either liquor means see you later or see you again. So whenever we part ways in a conversation or whenever we leave a conversation, we say to the other person, "As-salama, bye, either liquor, see you later or see you again." So with this conversation has ended. So hope you liked it. Subscribe and share and support us. So, ma salama, ila liqa.